Hey there everybody, in today's video I'm going to go over how explaining Santa to my son with autism was a little bit different than some parents might do it. Before I get into it, I'll just say welcome to the channel. I created this as a space where we can come together, share our resources, and improve the lives of families living with autism. The first thing you have to decide is, are you going to tell your kid that Santa's real or that he's fictional? I decided to tell Shane that he was real because I wanted him to have the experience that I had with Santa. I thought that Santa was magical and there was so much excitement around him and Christmas, and I wanted Shane to have that. I kept in mind at some point I may actually have to tell him the truth, and I knew that and I was prepared for that. I actually have a video that is outlining how to tell your child that Santa isn't real, and I'll link it below in case you're interested. Like many autistic children, my son Shane has difficulty both speaking and understanding language. So I decided to actually create a social story that was short, simple, and to the point, that explained who Santa was and what he did. Of course, you can read books and watch movies with your child, but depending on their comprehension and their understanding, a lot of the details may actually get lost in that. So I decided to start with a very simple social story, which I wrote myself, that let Shane know who Santa was, and I knew he understood everything, which means he had the ability to get excited about Santa and him coming and bringing presents. While reading these social stories, I also took the time to explain to Shane the physical attributes of Santa so that he was ready if we did go to meet him or if Santa came to his school. For example, in the social stories we were reading, I would say to him, like, I'd take a second and I would say, like, wow, Santa's a big guy. He has a big red belly and a white soft beard. He says ho, ho, ho. Explaining these small details prepared him for when he did actually meet Santa. I decided to tell Shane as little as possible about Santa. So what he heard from Mommy was that Santa is a real person and he comes and he brings you presents. I chose to leave out some of the more scary details that a literal thinker, like many autistic people are, may be sort of frightened by. For example, I didn't tell him that Santa flies through the air, breaks into your house, eats your cookies, and then leaves you some presents. I left all those details out. Of course, he saw them in movies and maybe heard them from other kids. But the things that we talked about in our household was that Santa is a happy, jolly man who's going to bring presents to you. If he had more questions, of course, I answered them. That's how I explained Santa to my son Shane. I kept it simple and straightforward, and I answered any questions he had. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Better yet, share it with somebody that you think it could help. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great holiday season.